Welcome to the Select Board meeting for Wednesday, September 17th, 2025 at 7 p.m. at the Hollis Community Building. I'd like to call the meeting to order and have a roll call from my left.
Mike Harnois.
Roger Hicks.
Mary Hoffman.
Jack Regala.
Dan Urumian.
So thank you everyone for attending. We'd like to break for a minute to go into an executive session. If I can have a motion, please.
Make a motion, we go into executive session pursuant to Title I, MRS 4056A to discuss a personnel matter.
Need a second, please.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, alrighty.
Minutes of the 8/6 meeting. We had inadvertently approved them, my mistake, because we didn't have 3 board members to approve it. So Mike and I approved it, and so it was from August 6th. I was here, Jack was here, you were here, Roger and Mike. So I'd like a motion to reapprove those minutes.
Motion.
Make a
Sorry,
mo-
no. You go. It's yours.
Make a motion, we approve the 8/6/25 minutes.
Second, Mike?
Second.
All right.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And Dan is abstaining. And then we have the minutes from the 3rd of September. Dan, myself, and Mike were here. If I can have a motion, Mike.
Making a motion to approve the September 3rd, 2025 meeting minutes.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I abstain.
And Roger abstains because he wasn't here.
No, it's my birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Should we take a moment and sing, or
No.
no?
Happy
No.
birthday. So,
That ship's already sailed.
so if, Mike, if you'd like to give us a little report on the workshop last night.
Yeah, I'll try not to ramble here. So, very, very happy with the outcome of the workshop of the Planning Board and Select Board, which was held last night. Lots of great, lively conversation, mutual respect, both sides. Everyone was on, for what it could have been. It was really, really well done by both the Select Board and the Planning Board. I think the things that we did the best is we created timelines with the help of Martha and a few other people to make sure that we all were on the same page with what needs to be done to get the things that we need to get on the warrant. The other great thing about it is not only did we have a lot of great positive feedback after the meeting, during the meeting, I should say, or immediately following the meeting, but I actually got a couple messages from a couple members of the Planning Board and a couple members of the Select Board about how effective that meeting was that we had, and how we have a path to go forward. And I think that's probably one of the most important things that could have happened last night. Nothing's going to be perfect. We're still probably going to, as we do, one of the Planning Board members actually made a point that people are going to disagree in town government. That's going to happen, of course. But we have a go forward plan. Do you think that about covers it?
Yep. And I'd like to thank Martha for her participation and all her research and her work with preparing for that meeting, and
Super
thank
helpful.
Crystal too for attending.
Dan, what do you think?
I think it was great. I just wish Martha would have told everyone about the dog licenses.
Seriously, that was an oversight.
That was a good response.
I mean, that's her, one more thing, so. Roger, you want to do assessing and commitment update?
Oh, you ought to be committed, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We met with our assessing agent, went over the commitment. We're doing very well on that. It's looking very good for the town this year. Once it gets certified by the tax collector, then we can, hopefully by the next meeting, announce the mill rate.
But it was a very informative meeting.
Yes. Oh, and to bring up, just to start bringing up future things that are going to happen. Beginning the fall of next year, we are going to start preparing for reevaluation. And that'll run the end of 26 and 27. So O'Donnell's and Associates will be doing that this next time. I'll be meeting with the town manager so we can plan budgeting items for that.
I want to mention that, just so people don't get.
Martha, did you want to,
Well,
so we can hear you?
I was just going to do a little side note for Roger without going on TV.
Yeah.
You may want to mention that this isn't
this is still the revaluation from before, so people don't think they had a revaluation and they're getting reevaluated again because of
Yeah, well,
COVID, right? That kind of,
well, it started back in 2017,
yeah,
and it got delayed into 2019. Then another appraiser took it over, and it didn't get finished. So here we are,
right.
2025 going into 26, and we still need to finish it.
And I do have to say that I've been very, and I'm sure that Roger would agree, and Mike and Dan are going to agree, that I'm very happy with the assessing agent that we now have. He's done an awful lot of work for us to catch us up from when we lost our single assessor. And so they've caught up the mapping, they've dealt with a lot of issues in the past, and hopefully we won't be doing the same number of abatements and supplements this year. But so it really is that we have a good person on board now to help us with that reval.
Yeah,
I always try to say re-eval, and
Yeah.
people always correct
And-
me.
I can wait till public.
No,
Is there going to be money involved with that that'll have to go out on a warrant? I mean, at a town meeting? The cost of it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that was the other thing I
Just so it
asked.
doesn't come to us a shock at town meeting that you've
Yeah.
got another whatever.
I think they quoted us something like 220,000 to do the whole town and things. And we're gonna have to have a couple of special people to do Brookfield and
Oh,
if
yes.
we get Bowling Springs,
Yeah.
those are specialties.
Yeah.
and we already started talking about the Brookfield one because the person that did it last time might be retiring pretty soon, so we want to contact him and see when he would be available to
Smart
redo
idea.
Brookfield.
And then, what's the benefits to the town in doing a revaluation? Why do we have to do a revaluation?
Well, it brings us back into proper compliance with the state in 100%, and you get once you're reevaluated, the equality of the taxation is much closer.
And it's also with some of the exemptions, we'll get more of an amount with
Right.
the exemptions, because I think that the homestead is supposed to, if we're at 100%, supposed to be 25,000, and I think he said 15,000 this year
Yeah.
because of where we are. So, but
You
thank
get
you,
better
Martha.
exemptions.
Right. Thank you.
So then we have a new municipal town office update. Roger, take it away.
Tag? Okay. New town municipal office, we kind of have run into a couple snafus on things. The water test didn't come back where it needed to be, so we need to go through the state and have a water system installed. And then we found out we have radon too, so we have to mitigate the radon. And we
But
added.
other than that,
We start moving tomorrow and Friday. So again, the town hall is going to be closed on Thursday and Friday to move in, so we can start operating on Tuesday, the 23rd, correct?
so everybody's really excited about moving. We're all packed up. It looks like we're a bunch of pack rats in the offices.
Aren't you glad I came over? I just have to say that some of the people at Town Hall have just gone above and beyond. Bennett is amazing. And Dick has to listen to us every day, the town manager. I don't know how he puts up with it. But, and like, Chris, Crystal and the girls, they've all done a lot of packing. And like, today I almost got applause because I threw one thing away. So they're having a real hard time because I'm not parting with much. But I'm going to think about it overnight and see if I can get rid of some of my collection of things that maybe we really don't need. So it's a little stress, a little hard on some of us older people that like to have our stuff around us. So, but I just have to say the staff has been outstanding, and I'm sure by tomorrow night, if any of us are still standing up straight, it'll be a miracle. So I'm sorry I came over and interrupted your meeting every 2 seconds. Sorry.
My
Thank you.
biggest challenge today was trying to find an envelope. So everybody said, "Oh, I know it's here somewhere." So, comprehensive plan. I have a meeting scheduled with Southern Maine Planning and Development Commission to do a timeline, and we'll start announcing our public meetings with the comprehensive plan. So we're looking forward to getting it finished up so we can get it on the warrant in June. The Conservation Commission and the Community Resiliency Grants, we did submit the one for this building, and the Conservation Commission just started doing their planning, so we'll be doing quarterly updates with them. So I don't know if you have anything to add, Dick? I mean, we haven't really heard anything about about our application, and I don't think we'll hear till January. But it's been submitted and everything.
I'm sorry, when the volume got turned down, my ears didn't get turned up, so I don't hear all of what's going on.
So it's just on the Community Resiliency Grant. That's all done, been submitted,
It's in, and
and
we're just waiting for a result.
So we'll probably take that off the agenda for a couple, until it comes back up. Roads update. I'm very happy to say that Haley Road was repaved and it's looking good. Only problem I have is maybe we need some speed bumps because
It's a
it
nice
certainly
job
has increased the speed, but it looks very nice. They did a wonderful job with the ditching and the paving.
White
And-
House looks great too, by the way.
Yeah.
White House and Mansion Road.
So are they all done now?
Yep, they're all done, well,
I don't think the
almost.
lines
The
are-
only thing that we've got to do is the lines will be painted. Once he gets hold of the striping company, that'll be up to Robbie to do, and then they've got to put gravel down on the shoulders, then they'll be complete.
And then the Salmon Falls Library, we did get the new roof. They've done some landscaping. Their next project is to do some insulation, and they'll be redoing the siding in October. And they did look at getting an appraiser to look at some of the items they have. Some of the books from Kate Douglas Wiggins are first editions, so they want to get what they're worth and sort of make sure that we have them secured. Carry forwards.
I'm going to make a motion, we table that one until the October 3rd meeting?
First.
October 1st meeting, please.
So we're going to table that because we're still working on numbers, and we haven't really had an opportunity this week because we're packing. So, as you'll see in a minute, we have some information, some we don't still have.
Second the motion.
So who seconded?
Second the motion to table the carry forwards.
Okay, and
To
all those in favor?
To October 1. Yes.
Yes.
Mike? Dan?
Aye.
Okay. Election updates. Miss Martha.
Well, we have an election coming up in November, and I'm sure the advertising will start for it soon on, on media. I'm sure there's no way that'll be avoided. You can request your absentee ballot now. They'll be in the beginning of October, and we'll get them mailed out to you. I think we have, because of the ongoing ones, I think we have, Crystal was here, she'd know exactly, 130 or more already signed up. And we have a clerks meeting tomorrow night for York County, and we're going to be very fortunate. We have Julie Flynn from the Assistant Deputy Secretary of State from the Elections Office is coming with her crew. So we're excited, and I got a package of the new election laws today, 9 pages. So it'll be I'm glad we're having a class tomorrow night so we can catch up on that before the election. So I'll keep you posted. Haven't had a chance to read it yet. So.
And then there's what? There's two,
Two articles, yes.
and they're both state referendums?
Yeah, they're both state. Yep, they're state. No special town meeting. So
And I know that Martha and Dick both worked on resubmitting the information to the election people about being able to hold our election in the new town
Yes,
hall?
we are, they have not officially approved our change of voting place to the new building until the driveway's done. So if we have an asterisk beside our name, that means it's pending. And I'm gonna take pictures or do a video tomorrow, and I'll be seeing them tomorrow night, so I can kind of show them where we're at with that. So, well, yeah, it should be good to go. I mean, the only other option is we come back here, so if that's, either way, it's still the same driveway, so we gotta have something.
Some work done.
Yeah, something for
Yeah.
the people to park on, so, yeah. It's good, yeah, and thank you. Crystal helped, Dick helped, yeah, we had to do a lot of measuring and double checking and lasering and all that, because they want to know every dimension of every,
Every square.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Martha.
Thank you.
Under new business, we need to schedule a public hearing, which comes up every October, to adopt the general assistance ordinance and maximums for October 1st, 2025 to September 30th, thank you, 2026, and the general assistant appendices A through F. So we'll be doing that on Wednesday, October 1st, 2025 at 7 p.m. If I can have a motion to schedule that, please.
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And there's minimal changes. They didn't send us a new ordinance, all they sent us was the appendices, so.
Yeah, they won't send you a new ordinance unless you adopt a new one.
Pardon?
They don't send a new ordinance every year.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You work from whatever one you adopted years ago.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have some appointments. Patty McKenna, who's this code enforcement officer for Buxton, is our deputy code enforcement officer, and so she does as a deputy code enforcement officer. She's a deputy building inspector and a deputy local plumbing inspector. So if Dwayne was out for a while, she would come over and help us with our code enforcement needs. So today we're going to appoint her in accordance with the provisions of the laws of the state of Maine to be deputy code enforcement officer and the rest, the deputy local plumbing inspector and deputy building inspector. So I need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we'll all need to sign that before we leave. Policy number 9 is a policy on the town attorney access. And has everybody had a chance to review it?
I have, yep.
And it basically says that we'd like for any requests to the town attorney to go through the town manager. And so it's just so that he can determine if it should go to the town attorney, or perhaps we'd ask Maine Municipal. And if he doesn't feel that it needs to go to the attorney, he can clarify it with the requester. So it's just a change in our policy, basically taking the select board out except for if we had a question on personnel matters with specifically related to the town manager. So I need a motion.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And then we have policy number 68, which are the safety policies. We've had a safety committee probably from like 2021, and we really never ever put the policies anywhere. And so at our last meeting, when I was turning the safety committee over to Dick, we decided that we didn't want to publish the meeting minutes. We wanted to keep them sort of in-house, but we did want to put the policies into policy number 68. So it's a collection of the safety policies, and I think we had them last time, and if people have had time to review them, I need a motion to accept them. They're like a group of probably 6 or 7 different policies. And then once we approve them, we'll send them out to the town employees so they can make corrections and stuff. So,
Okay.
Can I just ask
Sure.
Mary, I just want you to clarify the reason that you're not making them, the part you said that wasn't public is,
well, our meeting minutes, we
Right.
didn't feel we should make public because it's an internal committee and
for employee safety.
for employee
All right,
safety.
I just wanted you to
Yeah.
clarify
Oh,
that.
thanks.
Because if anybody heard that and think, oh, what are they,
We're
what do
not
they-
hiding anything. It's
Right.
just, it's a working
it
group.
just makes sense. You
It's a
don't-
working group, and like we get risk management inspections probably every year, year and a half. And when they come, they have a laundry list of, oh, you need to make sure your exit signs are here and there, and not too many of them. And so it's just a working group to make sure we look at like accidents and incidents and take corrective action.
Thank you.
And thank you, Martha. She always keeps me straight.
All right. We all set on the explanation?
Yes, on that one, I want to go back
Okay.
to the other one.
On,
The other one, what?
oh,
Just because I thought of this, I don't know if I discussed it with Bennett, but M&A, go ahead.
can I finish this motion first?
Oh,
and then
yes,
we
you
can go
certainly
back
may.
on the- Make a motion, we approve policy 68.
Second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're gonna- Oh, it's on the back page.
Okay.
So can I interject one thing before I forget it?
Uh-huh.
MMA, have we updated at MMA Legal, there's a list of who can speak to them. Have we updated that to
We have updated the list, and I'll
include
let,
Crystal and,
no, I'll
Dick?
let the town manager address that.
okay,
The updated list for
Yeah, we
MMA.
We did, and I honestly can't recite who it is off the top of my head, but we do monitor its use, and I'll get you that information.
okay. Because I just wanted to make sure the deputy clerk was included in that.
I think that we
because-
decided that we were gonna make them go to manager.
First, okay.
And so I don't think we included them, and we didn't include the planning board,
I see, I don't remember.
that we
Sorry.
wanted them to come through the town manager.
Okay, because it used to be the select board and tax collector, treasurer, and town clerk could call when they had a question.
right. I
is
think
what
it's
it was
still the same
before.
people. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, it's just hard if I'm out and she has a question and, so she'll go to the town manager and he can ask the question. Okay.
Yep.
Great, I'm good with that.
Thank you. Okay, we're up to purchase orders and payroll and warrant totals.
All righty then, here we go. Last week, we'll have numbers at the next meeting. Payroll last week we'll have at next meeting. Warrant this week is $152,665, and payroll last week was $34,000. Okay, we've got a number of purchase orders for the fire department. 4527 is for first skid insert. 18,940, that's field fire. Casco Bay Ford for F-550, 4528, 59,305. Messer Truck and Van, 4529 for $12,050. 4530, we have the lights and sirens that go with the 2,600. Scarborough Department of Public Works, 4531, install the siren lights and everything, $4,800. 4532 is RSD graphics to get it lettered, $3,000. And that's your purchase orders and payroll and warrants.
And the reason we didn't have those numbers is because they packaged them up, and we didn't feel it was worthwhile having them try to find them in the package. So we'll report on those next time. I'm going to ask Miss Martha to help me with the next one, because she probably understands it a little better than I do. And it's for the Home Energy Assistance Program. And so they just came out with the income levels for different household sizes, and we'll put it on the web page. But the application's opened on August 1st, and you can apply online or call for an appointment to York County Community Action. And so my understanding is that they give you the household size for each. For example, if there's one person, you can make $3,070 in 1 month. For 3 months, you can make $9,209. And in 12 months, you can make $36,836. But the way I understood it was that you don't want to specifically look at that number, because they
Have deductions.
have deductions. So if you're really close, my recommendation has always been to call them and talk to them, because they deduct some stuff.
Right, I think medical, if you had a lot of medical expenses or dental or vision or whatever, there are allowances they can make for that, I believe, and.
So
and
a
the-
lot of times people are right on that border, so please
Right,
don't
right.
hesitate to
And-
call them, because,
And just for the people that have never applied, it is a good program. I don't know what the funding's gonna be for it this year, but you want to apply right now, because it takes a while to get an appointment. They are gonna need to verify your social security number and that you live where you live. That's part of the program. I mean, you're gonna get free heating oil, so, or gas, or even, I think they can even do maybe other things as well. But you want to apply now, because many times that money doesn't come in until January, so it doesn't hit your account at the oil company. So you can't wait to be out of oil, call and expect to get it that day. It's not that kind of program. You need to apply as soon as you can. And I know there are people in this town that would be eligible, but they won't apply because they don't want to give them their social security number or something like that, and it's too bad. I mean,
and it
if-
really is confidential. They're not going
it
to
is.
share it.
It
They're
is.
not
And
gonna-
you know, what I did one time was, if you feel better, they probably would meet you here, so that, you're not like walking into a strange place or whatever. I'm sure they have caseworkers still that did that. And actually, Maurice Jeffries, who used to work for York County Community Action for years and years, passed away, and his obituary was
Oh.
there. So condolences to his family. He helped a lot of people in York County for years and years and years. So.
And the other thing is that if you're talking to them, you should talk to them about maybe other programs they might have, because there's a lot of programs, and they can certainly advise you. My understanding
Right.
is they have social workers, and they can help you
Yes.
out with a lot of
And-
things.
You guys hate it. I'm sorry I come. I'll give you an example. When I was in previous times, we had a family that had come in, and their well had gone dry, and they used every penny they had to replace that well. And it was their money to bury themselves. And I said to him, let me set something up for you. And what they ended up doing was reimbursing him that and doing it as a grant. And they had no idea, but they were at an income level where they didn't have the money, and you obviously need to have water. So that's just an example. Not that they can always go back retroactively, but it was kind of a special case. They didn't know they needed water. They had to do that. And so they can. They have people that know these programs and work with them. So it's really worthwhile, no matter your age, to apply for it.
And the other programs that we're going to talk about is Central Maine Power has a lot of different programs. Like
be.
they have an electricity lifeline program that if you can receive a benefit based on your household income and estimated electricity usage. And there's all kinds of things.
And that's through LIHEAP, I believe. That's through the
Yeah.
York County Community Action
So all
as
of
well.
these are through York County Community Action.
Yeah.
And then they also have a program where you can, called an arrears management program, where you can apply and they'll let you take the money you owe them and split it between so many months, and you pay that amount, maybe like $125 extra in addition to your electric bill, so that you can catch up. So there's just different qualifications. So we'll post those so you can contact them, but all of them are done through York County Community Action. And then the final thing is that the Hollis Community Church, or the Hollis Center Church, has a program where they can help you with, like, sometimes in the fall, they help with cleaning up your yard, putting your wood in, one-time thing, but one day. And but they also are very good with helping people with other things. And so a lot of times I'll get phone calls from them asking me if they had come in to see me first. And so we do a lot of referrals between them and us. So just so you know that they're around. And that's all I have. Martha, you have anything else? So there's a lot of programs out there. Please don't be shy and think that you shouldn't get help if that's what you need. So, and then the other thing we're looking for is, I don't know if anybody has an extra cord of wood or something hanging around that they would be willing to donate to our heat fund or donate to a family in need. So if anybody does, if you could just contact myself or Martha, and let us know.
Are we still doing the collection bags, the return, bottle returns from heat pumps?
Yes, ma'am. So we have these bags, which Bennett graciously gave me 6 or 8 yesterday because I'm bringing all my returnables from camp. So we're going to be taking them over. And as many of you know, you don't take them into Hannaford and Buxton. They have the little thing outside. So you have to scan them outside. So it's really worthwhile. We do get a lot of donations through that. So, all righty. So Dan, would you like to read
Sure.
the next 2 things? I think we're on the back page.
All right.
Thanks.
The Maine Board of Environmental Protection invites the public to attend a public hearing to offer oral testimony and to submit written comments on proposed changes to the Maine's water quality standards as their tri-annual review of water quality standards. The public hearing will be held at the Augusta Civic Center on Thursday, October 16th at 9 a.m. Written comments may also be submitted. More information is available on our website under announcements. I remember this one. Do you have unwanted pesticides? I know Tommy does. Maine's obsolete pesticide collection program offers a safe, free way for Mainers to dispose of outdated or unused pesticides. Collection will be held in October, and you must pre-register by Friday, September 26th. Visit their website, thinkfirstspraylast.org, or email pesticides@maine.gov.
Thank you. And then under other business, I know that I've heard some comments about the fact that I'm the GA administrator while we get our town manager trained, and so I sort of wanted to explain that a little bit. So as many of you know, it is a learning curve, and I was very thankful to have Martha there to help me.
I didn't help you at all. You did very well.
But whenever I come down, she certainly helps me brainstorm about answers. So as many of you know, we do, as a select board, get a stipend. And so part of my stipend is going to be working as a GA administrator without any compensation. So that's going to be my part. Mike, because usually it takes about 3 to 5 hours a week. And I feel that, we're getting enough of a stipend to be able to do that. Like many of you know, Dan is working with the Bar Mills decommissioning, and Mike's been working with the planning board and with other boards, and Roger's been working on the budgets and carry forwards. So I just think that we're all participating in doing our share of the work. So,
And correct me if I'm wrong, you have to have a certified person in
Very
order to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, it's
It's
specialized.
that.
It's a specialized thing, yeah. I don't know that you have to be certified to get like your
There's a-
reimbursement, but
Certification.
did they
in it.
not just
there
change
is-
that law too, that now, I thought I read that 50% of the hours that your town hall is open, you have to have someone available to accept the application, not necessarily process it, but accept it. So I don't know if we put anything like that, but I
You're
think I read that
supposed
this
to
week.
have someone available when you're open to
So,
accept an
to
application.
accept an application.
You
So,
just
I
have
mean,
to
that's on you
accept
guys
an
to figure that
application.
out. Yeah,
Yep,
right.
Yep.
So that's a new law change. That
Right,
could
and
be
then there's
quite
also a new
expensive.
law that you have to, all GA administrators have to attend a training every year.
Oh, good.
They have like
Yeah,
a
there you go.
4-hour
That
course.
was
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I was referring to.
And
Yeah.
then, so that a lot of the towns, many of the towns, when we do go to our GA training, and I'm sure that Dick will say this also, you'll go around the room and they'll say, well, how long have you been a GA administrator? And a variety of people say, oh, I've worked in it for 5, 7, 10 years, 15 years. But those are very few and far between. Most of the people will say, well, I started yesterday or I started 2 months ago. So it is a learning curve, and Dick and I are going to be working together on it. And so, I'm looking forward to working with Dick.
Just to the side, there are actually two courses. One is a mandatory to start, and the other you can't take until you've taken the first one.
Right.
Right.
Advanced and
Yeah.
beginner. Yeah,
Oh, there you
basic
have
GA
it.
and advanced.
Because
GA.
then they really get you.
Yeah, and I'm here too if I
And,
can-
and I learned something every time, I had an audit. I was nervous as the get-go because I don't like audits. But anyway, I learned a lot from them. They're very understanding. They're very interactive. The people that, DHHS, the people that you call if you have a question are very responsive. And so I've learned a lot about it. But I also have learned a lot from Martha, just from every once in a while when I need her help. So like today. So thank you. Okay, upcoming town committee and board meetings.
This is
Take it
mine.
away,
I would
Mike.
assign this because I'm so good at reading. Upcoming town committee board meetings. You cannot get this information on the website, ladies and gentlemen. You can only hear it through my voice right now. Conservation Commission meeting on everyone knows that's sarcasm, hopefully. Conservation Commission meeting on Thursday, September 18th at 5:30. Planning Board meeting on Wednesday, September 24th at 7 p.m. The Select Board will be meeting again on Wednesday, October 1st at 7 p.m. The Planning Board will be meeting on Wednesday, October 8th at 7 p.m. The Sports Complex Committee meeting on Thursday, October 9th will be at 7 p.m. And then last, the Conservation Commission on Thursday, will be on October 16th at 5:30 p.m. Thank you.
And then the only other thing I had, and I'm going to be passing these out, is we need to update a couple policies that have changed because of our change in leadership. And so one of our all-time favorites are acceptance for town roads. Because we all know that we've had a few little bumps with those. And then the select board compensation. And then training compensation. Because I think that we do receive a stipend, but if somebody wanted to attend something like Mike might want to attend, where he's been working with the planning board, a training on planning and appeals, that maybe he should be compensated for his time because that's in addition to his duties. But so we'll be working on those to review them with the town manager, to review them at our next meeting. So I have copies for everybody. And that's it. So,
Hey, Mary,
yeah.
I forgot to put down on the agenda about Indian Cellar and the recent discovery of E. coli. I don't know the information, but I don't know if you wanted to cover that.
Oh, so a couple days ago, we got a report from Saco Corridor Commission that there was E. coli by the Indian Cellar River, a portion of the Saco River. And my understanding was that they were supposed to retest today, And I don't know if, and Dwayne had asked for some signs and found some, and I don't know if he posted, because
I don't know.
I never heard back. Have you, Dick?
I haven't heard a thing beyond the announcement.
Yeah, so, so I'll ask Bennett to make sure that she updates the webpage tomorrow, maybe, Bennett? And just make sure, I mean, I didn't hear back from him, so a lot of times they'll test, and then when they retest, it comes back negative or whatever, so just be cautious that there might be some E. coli and you wouldn't want to go swimming or jumping off the bridge until we figure it out, and we'll update our webpage in the morning when we talk to Dwayne. Thank you. Okay, Dan, you got
Wait.
anything? Whoops. Nope.
In talking about
Roger?
that policy about changing it, I think we may end up in the same thing as how the warrant article is written about compensation for the select board.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because I believe it says specifically in the warrant article, so if you were planning on changing the policy about training and things like that, I think that would have to be added on to the special town meeting that
Okay,
I made a motion on earlier.
okay.
I think you're right.
Yes, we are.
We haven't set the date, Martha. Town manager will have to get us dates where we can do that. But also, if we plan on that, I don't know if I got to make a motion on that right now, that,
We look at that?
yeah.
Okay, make a motion.
Because
Go for it.
I'm just going to say that if the policy stated that we're reviewing make an effect on how the warrant article was written for compensation for the select board, I'll make a motion that we also add that as an agenda item to the special town meeting to be planned at a future date.
Good point.
Make a motion.
I just did.
Oh. I second the motion.
Any comments, Dan?
Just that, do you want to add to your motion that we're going to be talking about it at this public hearing next October 1st?
Or are we going to be talking about it next week, or next
At the
meeting?
next meeting, yeah, that, you can do that.
Okay.
I don't think you have to add a motion on that. It's gonna be announced, correct? But we've gotta set the date first.
For the,
And
for the
if
town
it's-
special meeting.
Correct.
Yep.
Right. And I would assume that we won't be doing it on the 1st,
No.
so.
I'd probably delay it a little bit further down.
Right, so we can look
To
at
give us
this.
time to if the town manager finds the wording to,
And
I wasn't able
Sure.
to listen in or get it on my computer. What's the special town meeting for?
it's to review the article concerning the tax collector.
Oh, good.
And compensation.
Oh, I'm all for that.
So
Should I
anyway,
not say that on TV?
so anyway,
That's
we
good.
just wanted
Yeah,
people to
that's good.
know, and so we'll be working on that with the town manager.
Sorry, I just
And
missed, I just
like you
wasn't able
said,
to hear it, so.
That's a wonderful thing to look at while we're doing these two
Yeah, work
articles,
together.
Yep.
or two policies.
I just
Yeah.
want to make sure that we cover our bases on it.
Okay,
Yep. Good
thank
call.
you. So before we go to public comment, anything, Mike?
Nothing for me.
Roger, anything else?
No, I think it's said enough.
Mike?
Dan?
I'm Dick.
Dick? I knew that.
I can be anything you want. Just don't call me late for
Did you have
dinner.
did you have anything you wanted to add?
Can I just have a couple seconds?
Sure.
It won't be much. I am probably more ecstatic than anybody could imagine about the new town hall. And it's because I don't have the historical background that you all do from the current one. And so, to me, it's a pretty exciting move, and I commend the team that put all of the pieces of that together. And I want to repeat what I heard Martha say earlier. Bennett and a few others have worked their tails off in the last couple of days. to create that building looking like a real moving site. It's nothing but boxes and boxes and boxes ready to go for tomorrow morning. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Two things. One, we're working on Route 35 in the school zone to draw attention to the speed. When those lights are flashing, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour. It's stated pretty clearly on signs in each direction. We're looking at, we have a grant almost completed to submit. It will not be ready for this year for a pair of crisscrossing the crisscross lights and dynamic speed signs to help remind people to lower that speed limit. We have about 50 or 60, sometimes even more kids crossing that road at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They are accompanied by 10 to 15 or more counselors from the rec department, but they're coming over here. And I don't know about you, it's been a while since I've had youngsters, but when you're cooped up in school all day and the bell rings and you get to go outside, you aren't really thinking about who might run over you with a car. You're trying to get to where you can play hard and have a good time in the sunshine for a while. So please, please, please pay attention to the speed limit in that area. It does drop to 35, but in the school zone, when the lights are flashing, it's 15. I don't want to jinx anything, but I haven't had a problem with trash lately. So I think that things may be smoothing out. Tomorrow I'll probably, well, I won't get any calls tomorrow because the phones are shut off. All
I have
right.
to make sure I text him.
Working alongside the kids in the school zone, I make a 15-mile ride home every night when these meetings, and wildlife are starting to settle. It's that time of year when they hustle around and look for their sleeping quarters, and they're crossing the road, and I'm not keeping an accurate score, but it's 3 deer, 4 foxes, a goose or two, a bunch of geese in the middle of the road the other day, a duck and her babies, and sadly I hit a possum the other day, and I don't see it now, so it either got taken away or it finally woke up and went home. So,
And multiple turkeys.
and turkeys. This morning I saw more turkeys than we have Thanksgivings for. Working on the policies, as you mentioned. I am continuing my tour as I promised I would. In my first 60, I didn't quite hit the 60. I took leave of the schools and let them get started and settled in, so I'll be visiting the schools. Training you've mentioned, and then Diane and I were looking at energy bills, and we had 5 different prices for propane from the provider. So I happen to have a connection or two there, and I called them and I said, hey, Dana, can you take a look at those things? And so we're going to be priced across the board, all the same price, because we had some that were fairly high.
We were supposed to be.
Beg your pardon?
We were supposed to be.
Yeah, I would have thought so, but we have invoices from a variety of the different source,
Deliveries?
delivery spots, and they had different prices. So
Good catch.
I hope, yeah. So we're working on doing that. Hopefully we'll either make life easier or we'll get a big surprise. I'm not sure yet which one it's going to be. And other than that, I'm good.
So I would say, just so you know a little bit of history, we also had a problem with, it was Dead River, right? With the vendor last year with our automatic refills with the fire department.
Yeah, I think that's been addressed.
But just so
With-
you're aware that it's been a problem in the past.
With the auto delivery,
Mm-hmm,
During the winter time.
yeah.
I don't want to make light of it, but welcome to the world, because that's not a that's a pretty common problem as you
Yeah,
enter
yeah.
the season. But
Can I-
that doesn't make it right.
And then just a
Can I ask
reminder
one
that
thing?
when you come in the Town Hall Road, it is 10
That's right.
miles per hour. Okay?
It's posted.
Because there are kids walking on the road, and sometimes they're playing on the grounds,
Yep.
and they forget where the grounds end and the road starts, so.
It's posted at the beginning and it's posted on the way out, so it's in 2 directions. Yes, sir.
In that review of the crosswalk, was any mention of putting this painting down? To
The crosswalk is going to be painted, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry
you.
about that. I forgot to mention that.
It's gonna be
But they
done
can't-
when they do the roads.
Yeah, they can't get, that's probably late October.
Okay, very good, thank you.
So any public comment?
I got two fingers up, so I remember two
Okay.
things. When you're
Dog license?
no. When you're doing the oil and gas thing, I don't know if you can work in a GA contracted amount for the year. Sometimes they may have gotten away from that over the years as the price has gone up, but we used to be able to contract a GA price for the winter, as long as it wasn't like gotta be in 5 minutes delivery, and those can get expensive. Second thing is I went to a training last week in Brewer. It was excellent. And I can't remember all of them. York County clerks were recognized and took the majority of the awards. But the one I do want to mention tonight is John Myers in Buxton, who's been a Buxton Town Clerk, I believe, for over 30 years, received a Lifetime Achievement Award. And they don't give those out every year, let me tell you. And he's a very humble person anyways, but he was very touched by that. I know Sue Cody in Sanford was recognized. I think her name's Jen in Alfred, and she's fairly new, and she was recognized. Tracy O'Rourke in Kennebunkport was recognized with a special. They have very specialized awards that they don't always give out every year. So, it's well deserved for John to get that lifetime achievement, and he's been such a mentor to me and so many other clerks. So I just want to say thank you to him, and Town of Buxton's lucky to have him.
Good.
Thank you. Tom, anything? Anybody on the Zoom? Well,
Put him to sleep.
then I'll open number 8 to whomever.
Roger, take the honors, Roger. Do it.
Okay. Make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
All right.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. We'll see you here at the community building for our next meeting, and then we're moving. Thank you.